Habari Gani, all of my beautiful brothers and sisters, so that we can get a better understanding of what reparations mean in terms of slavery in the Western world. My brothers and sisters, it is an inheritance law, universal law, that says whatever an ancestor accumulates in terms of monies, resources, spiritual and physical, whatever they create, and when they leave this earth to visit the spiritual realm for a time until they can return, all of their descendants, by the law of inheritance, are obligated to receive the results of their works, monies, resources, etc. So my brothers and sisters, once we understand this, the law of inheritance, then we must pose the question, where is our inheritance that our ancestors produced in the Western world for 400 years of slavery, in which at least 275 of them, their labor was taken from them that they supplied from sun up to sundown on an average of 6 days per week. What happened to all that resource they produced from their labor? Well, let me explain to you so that we can make this as simple as we possibly can. You see, those who enslaved us, our ancestors rather, which is the same as us, because our ancestors live today through us and in us. We are our ancestors, reborn in us through our parents and by our parents. So my brothers and sisters, let's understand this. All the labor that was stolen from our ancestors and the profits thereof, the interest thereof derived from it, was kept from our ancestors and from us. But what they cleverly did is they created businesses, financial institutions, and other money-making organizations to invest what they stole from our ancestors into. Listen to me now. They made so much money off of our ancestors that it caused a rise in what they call capitalism. We got to understand this. So if everything had been properly taken care of, morally and legally, when our ancestors died, all that money and all that resource that was derived from their labor without recompensation should have been passed on down to us, their descendants. But instead, it was passed on down to the slave master's descendants. So when we started this race, this industrial race, this business race, this race to survive, we had to start off behind everyone else because everyone else received what their ancestors had created during their lifetime. But they stole ours. This is what you must understand. That's why we start so far off in the race. They have what belongs to us. All that capital, those businesses, those financial structures.